That's what I
And
think.
do, okay, polar array, come on, polar array, we're gonna do U. My center point is gonna be the center. Okay. That's good. Then I came in here and I told it to fill 7.2, and I clicked out. What did it do?
Oh, it changed it to 7.
Yeah, I saw that 7 too.
It went to 7. So what that error we're
There's
seeing
0.2
gave
is
was
okay.
at 0.2 degrees.
Oh.
Okay. Now, I'm not sure where that's at in this one, because it should default to your units. That's what it used to do. And I might have to do a little research here. We might have to just kind of default back on something.
What if you did 7.21 or 23 or something to keep it in there?
Well, I looked at my units, and here's probably the problem. See on decimal degrees, under units, we've got that set to 0 for degrees. Set that out to a few. And I'm gonna have to go back and redo that part. Now, this is kind of a nice thing to see, because old versions of AutoCAD, if you had this set to 0 and you typed in on that 7.25, it used to always draw the 7.25, whatever you typed in. Now it's not, it's defaulting back to your units. So we've got a little change that's happened in AutoCAD. And I was kind of wondering about that when we first did it. I'm thinking, I wonder what's going on here. So that's what it is. So I just need to make sure I get that. I'm going to undo back to where I have my 1 tooth and rearray at 7.2. So I went back to this section right here where I have 1 tooth. Now, you probably, if you set units, you probably just undid that. So make sure you set units again. Okay, now let me try that and see if I get a better result. I'm just going to zip through this real quick.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I read too much. Did that make your space out good? Yeah. it did.
What did you do that middle one?
Okay, yeah, so I got everything. So fillet, radius, 0.0196. Multiple. Yeah, mine worked perfectly that time. Okay, you should end up here. Now you're not using anything lower than the half, right? We're only doing a half section. I'm
Still
gonna
has
delete
space.
all those teeth out of the bottom. So you should end up with this shape, right here.
I'm still getting a gap.
That looks just like that, 0.2.
And then set my units out of it's registered .2.
Yeah, did you do it back when you did the two, undo back till you got just 1, 2. Let's just go forward from there. You gotta go back further than that. Back to where. I'm thinking that's it right there. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Okay. Now right here, now set your units. And then over here, this guy, 7.2 degrees. Now you only want 2 of these. 2, and then fill angle is 7.2.
Or,
No, it's fill angle.
okay.
And then close. Now, fill it, and then do everything again, and it should hopefully clean up now. Like it? Looks good though, doesn't it? Find out when we put the worm in there, if you did it right. Okay, folks, at this point, now I guess I'll wait just a moment. Go ahead and finish what you got. All right, we all good? Sean, you good?
Yep.
Cheryl? Nope.
Not quite there yet.
Same reason why. From when we drew the first tooth and then moved the angle over, we had to change it back then. So pretty well at the very beginning.
I'm having a little zigzag. And I don't really know where it came from.
Okay, we'll solve that in a minute. Let me just kind of finish this and then I'm gonna let you redraw. All right, so if you look at page 627, this was your half section up here, right? You can't section this until you get the rim, which is needed when you draw this view over here. So you got now, you can start projecting from this right side view. Now, on the bottom of this, we're doing simplified method. There's one last step here that I think you ought to kind of put together, and then you're almost ready to draw in your center and all that stuff. So you need your addendum and dedendum circles in the bottom half. You've already got your pitch, right? So you can do it by just redrawing because you got the dedendum here, addendum here. You can just do offset again. So I'm going to do my offset for my dedendum and my addendum. Addendum to 0833. Now those two are phantom lines. And then I'm going to trim them off at the center point. So you should kind of look like this on the bottom.
So we're deleting that line?
Well, we'll end up putting in the centers because you got a hub here and a hole for the shaft and all that you can now draw in. Okay. But I just wanted to show it. So here's that horizontal line. So you should have dedendum, addendum, pitch in the bottom half. Only the pitch in the top half. And you can see that again on page 627. Let me actually go there. So what you want to finish doing here is you have enough now to finish your spur gear. You can now come in and draw the hub, keyway. You'll draw that. Now, where you're going to get this circle, and this circle is all from this view. Okay. So project over. Okay, you're going to take pitch over. Here it is. You can offset, draw all of this in. And then you can project, because this line right here is the one that projects back into this guy. Let's see. The throat, this guy right here, that's where you're cutting. That goes to that point. And we can just, it's projection at this point. Okay. And you're doing a full section over here. So when you're looking for like this line, you can't draw it until you draw this in, right? And then you'll take this point, because that's where the section is over here, and you'll project that back. And that gives you that radius. Here, you're not in section. Okay. So you're going to get this point, project it back, and it's going to give you that one. This stuff right here is some of those other dimensions that you've got. Okay, and it shows you how to do them all right here. They're based off the pitch. So you can get your base and rim radius. And those are given off the catalog. You got them in your notes. All right, so what I'd like you to do now is what I would recommend is that right off to the side, you go through every step we just did. I tried to write them all down. Okay. Redraw the thing. Okay, right? What's a good way to put it in your mind? Repetition. Okay, redraw it once. If you just sail through it, no mistakes, hey, you're probably golden, right? You go through there and you're confused on a couple areas, finish it, move to the next spot, do it again. Do it again. Once you feel like you're fairly good on creating this profile and what all the things are, you're starting to feel comfortable with pitch and addendum and dedendum and base circles and pressure angles and Wellman's odonograph, and you start to feel a little comfortable with that, then we can start moving to adding the other components into it. Now I can say at this point, try and draw as much of the spur as you can today, and we can do the worm tomorrow, or we can draw again later today and do the worm. What do you folks want to do?
Oh, today, I want to be here tomorrow.
Is today Friday?
Yeah.
Should we maybe draw today then? That way you got it,
Yeah.
so on the weekend you're okay?
Yeah.
Okay, well, is an hour enough time for you to go through this a couple times? We'll start back up at 11? All right, well, you've got an hour to practice this. Ask questions if you get stuck on something in there and you're unsure what's going on. And we'll get those little rough patches aired out. I wish I could tell you that all these were in one spot. What we did, just so you know, if you're looking for an example on how to draw this, what we did was we followed on the handout, section 20.4, the shape of the tooth. Okay, we followed that example, but we also followed the example on page 1118 of your text. This guy right here. The following steps can be a guide to draw the spear tooth. So we've also followed this. So we kind of got the two combined there, is what we did. All right, so. You're good. Ask questions as you need.